It's 6 p.m. You're watching Rajya Sabha television. I'm Frank Pereira. Here are the latest headlines that we're tracking this hour. Aam Aadmi Party promises cheaper, uninterrupted power and strong measures for security of women in its manifesto for the Delhi elections. Opposition rubbishes the document as unrealistic. BJP goes to the Election Commission complaining of derogatory comments by the Aam Aadmi Party against its Chief Minister candidate. BJP bigwigs, including Prime Minister Modi, addresses rallies across the city. India's longest-range nuclear-capable ballistic missile Agni 5 successfully test-fired again. Agni 5 can be launched from a canister from anywhere in the country. UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon asked Pakistan to step up efforts to protect religious minorities and combat terrorism. Death toll in yesterday's suicide attack outside a mosque up to 61. And top seed Serena Williams wins her 6th Australian Open and 19th career Grand Slam title, beating Russia's Maria Sharapova. Top focus on the Bulletin this evening. 24/7 affordable power supply, free Wi-Fi across the city and installation of 10 lakh CCTV cameras for women's security. These are just some of the features of the Aam Aadmi Party's manifesto for the Delhi Assembly elections that was released today. And as expected, a barrage of criticism from the opposition parties. Here's a look at the Aam Aadmi Party's manifesto.
A 70-point manifesto from the Aam Aadmi Party, symbolic perhaps of the 70 seats in the Delhi Assembly, promising all-round development of the capital. A focus on women's security, full statehood, reduction of electricity tariff and clean drinking water for the city are just some of the highlights. Once again, Party Chief Arvind Kejriwal played on keeping our promises line.
आम आदमी पार्टी के लिए हमारा मैनिफेस्टो एक तरह से बहुत पवित्र डॉक्यूमेंट है। ये हमारे लिए गीता की तरह है, ये हमारे लिए बाइबल की तरह है, ये हमारे लिए कुरान की तरह है, ये हमारे लिए गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब की तरह है। पिछली बार भी हम लोगों ने जो कुछ कहा 49 दिनों में वो करके दिखाया। अब भी जो हम कह रहे हैं वो हम करेंगे।
Kejriwal said it took 4 months to prepare the manifesto after consulting various sections of society. Among the main features in the Aam Aadmi Party's promise paper for Delhi, reduction in electricity tariff and clean water supply, free Wi-Fi zone in Delhi, women's safety by installing CCTV cameras, 24-hour power at half the price and ensure water in every house for 2 hours, fight for full statehood of Delhi. The Aam Aadmi Party claims its brand of politics is positive and is the solution to taking the city in the right direction.
पहली बार एक मैनिफेस्टो है जो दिल्ली की लगभग हर समस्या के बारे में जनता के पास अपनी योजना रख रहा है। समयबद्ध होने में हमने सोचा है कि हम जल्द से जल्द करेंगे।
पहले दिन से दिल्ली की जनता को आम आदमी पार्टी की नीयत और उसके रवैये में और उसकी चाल ढाल में काम दिखेगा। पहले दिन से ये दिखेगा कि ये सरकार कितनी प्रतिबद्ध है जनता के प्रति काम करने के लिए, अपने मैनिफेस्टो के प्रति कितनी प्रतिबद्ध है।
As expected, the opposition has slammed the manifesto as unrealistic, saying essential questions on funding are left unanswered. Some even call it a recipe for a repetition of last year's short-lived government.
The AAP party thinks they can fool all the people all the time, but clearly they can't. This is an absolute mockery of a manifesto. Every time they come up with promise after promise as if to say they are going to deliver. But look at the situation. In 49 days of being in power, they didn't even raise the issue of the Lokpal. They didn't even work towards it. They talk about women's security. Their own law minister was instrumental in atrocities towards women. What are they talking about?
मालूम है कि हमको शासन नहीं चलाना और प्रशासन का अनुभव नहीं है, वो ऐसी बात करेंगे। लोगों को गुमराह नहीं होना चाहिए। कोई भी सरकार किसी भी जगह ये सब चीजें मुफ्त नहीं दे सकती, न केंद्र की सरकार न राज्य की सरकार।
For this election, the Aam Aadmi Party has repackaged its trademark Mohalla Sabhas into Delhi dialogue, looking to draw up a broader vision for all of the capital. Polling on the 7th and results on the 10th of February will decide how effective it's been. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha Television.
Well, joining me for a chat this evening on this very subject is the political editor of the Business Standard, Aditi Fadnis. Good evening, Aditi, and thank you for joining us on the program. You know, the opposition has termed the Aam Aadmi Party's manifesto as illogical and unrealistic. But what do you really make of the manifesto of the Aam Aadmi Party? Is it really enough to woo the voter of Delhi?
Well, I don't know if it's enough to woo the voter of Delhi, but illogical and unrealistic, many of the things that the Aam Aadmi Party is saying have either already been done in several states or are being tried in several states. For instance, the free Wi-Fi is already in place, paid Wi-Fi, not free, not entirely free, is already in place in parts of Delhi. It's already very much in place in even a place like Patna, where the entire main street has, you can get free Wi-Fi almost and that is actually most of the city. Similarly, a dual tariff for power is something that Gujarat has already done. Gujarat believes that there are two sets of people, one who want high quality power and are ready to pay for it, and another who are willing to do with intermittent power. So there's a dual power policy there. So, I mean, I really don't know what the basis of that criticism is. As far as whether it will be able to, whether it will work and whether the voters are, you can fool them all the time, and I think that applies to all parties, not just AAP.
Indeed. You know, if you look at the manifesto of the Congress and look at the manifesto of the Aam Aadmi Party, the BJP, of course, is not coming out of the manifesto. It's going to be a vision document. But if you look at these two manifestos, they are on similar lines. You know, they're promising cheaper electricity, you know, water supply, cameras, and so on and so forth. Not too much of difference there between the two manifestos, is there?
Yeah, and as the High Court also rather tartly observed, that you can put up cameras for the visit of the US president, and they disappear after that. So if you can do it for the US president, why can't you do it for your own citizens?
Indeed. You know, stay with us, Aditi. I'm going to come back to you for a reaction on the next story as well. In the meantime, of course, the BJP and Aam Aadmi Party fight shows every sign of getting murkier as polling day nears. From a poster war, both parties have now shifted gears to a verbal spat on alleged sexist remarks and more. Here's more.
The BJP has complained to the Election Commission against Aam Aadmi Party leader Kumar Vishwas for his alleged remarks against their chief ministerial candidate Kiran Bedi. BJP claims the remarks to be sexist and derogatory. However, the AAP leader denied the allegations and went a step further, demanding proof. Vishwas even posted a video of the rally where he allegedly made the remark, saying he had made no derogatory comments against Kiran Bedi. An Aam Aadmi Party delegation is also expected to meet the Election Commission today.
मुझे लगता है किरण बेदी जी के लिए किसी भी प्रकार की अभद्र भाषा का इस्तेमाल करने का कोई सवाल ही नहीं पैदा होता है.
Kiran Bedi tweeted that she had filed a police complaint against Vishwas's comment. BJP now calls the AAP a party which is anti-women.
One has seen a repeated pattern of bad use of language, bad choice of words, and this has become almost the trademark style of the AAP party. We have complained to the Election Commission because we believe that you cannot be going on in a democracy.
Both the BJP and AAP have drawn aggressive plans for Delhi Assembly elections, which is just a week away. Elections for the 70-member Assembly will take place on February 7th. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Aditi, coming back to you now for a reaction on this. We've seen much worse in the past, but do you suspect that, you know, it's only going to get worse now with the elections nearing?
Oh, sure. It's going to get worse. It's going to get murkier. It's going to get even more fraught. The belt is going to be tied lower and lower, and hitting below that is going to be even lower and lower. So watch out for excitement.
Well, we are indeed going to watch out for excitement. But as far as the remark itself is concerned, Kumar Vishwas there in question as far as his sexist remark is concerned. Do you think that it was, uncalled for, or do you think that it goes in politics?
To be truthful, I haven't even heard it. So I don't know what Kumar Vishwas said and what Kiran Bedi has filed a police complaint about. But, and I'm sure I am one among thousands and lakhs of people who probably haven't heard it. So, frankly, I am not in a position to pass any judgment on it. But I think it's all within their rights, and this is election time after all, and anyone can say what they want.
Indeed. All right. Aditi Fadnis, we'll have to leave to that. Thank you so much for joining us on the program this evening and sharing your views on both those subjects. Moving on now, of course, the BJP's star campaigner, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, entered the campaign trail for the Delhi Assembly polls today. Addressing a rally in East Delhi, Modi said Delhi had the potential to become a global city, and that's why it was important for Delhiites to vote for a majority government. He also did not fail to remind the people of the United States of President Obama's visit to India, calling it successful. He wooed voters by saying that the reason for the world looking towards India was the people of the country. Modi's speech was preceded by speeches from party president Amit Shah and its chief ministerial candidate Kiran Bedi.
विश्व के बड़े-बड़े देश के मेहमान हिंदुस्तान आना पसंद करते हैं। मैं तो हैरान हूं, कुछ लोग विवाद खड़ा कर रहे थे ओबामा को लेकर के। जो हमारे आलोचक हैं, मैं उनको पूछना चाहता हूं, अगर ओबामा आए और 26 जनवरी के कार्यक्रम के सिवाय कुछ न हुआ होता, नमस्ते नमस्ते करके चले गए होते, तो ये विरोधी हमारे लोग हमारी चमड़ी उधेड़ देते कि नहीं उधेड़ देते।
रेडियो टॉक जैसे हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी मन की बात करते हैं, आपकी चीफ मिनिस्टर दिल की बात करेगी। दिल की बात हर महीने आपको बताया जाएगा कि हमने क्या क्या किया महिला सुरक्षा के लिए। साथियों, मैं यही कहूंगी, अब हमने सबका विकास सबका साथ, हमने दिल्ली के विकास को सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट से अपने प्रधानमंत्री जी के विकास के सपने के साथ जोड़ना है, उसको तोड़ना नहीं है, उसको जोड़ना है।
मोदी जी अगर दिल्ली का विकास करना चाहते हैं तो उनको सहयोग दे। इस तरह की सरकार चुनिएगा, धरना प्रदर्शन करने वाली सरकार मत चुनिएगा, वरना केंद्र सरकार विकास नहीं कर पाएगी।
Meanwhile, Congress's chief campaigner in Delhi, Maken, also addressed voters. He reminded the people of the work done by his party's government in the national capital in 15 years.
किसी भी सिटी में आप चले जाएं, कोटा स्टोन नजर आएगा। फ्लैट्स की अपग्रेडेशन शुरू हो गई है। अगर आप मल्टी स्टोरी में चले जाएं तो ग्रिड वॉश आपको होते हुए नजर आ जाएंगे। ये तब हुआ जब मैं अर्बन डेवलपमेंट मिनिस्टर था और 950 करोड़ रुपए की स्कीम, 950 करोड़ रुपए की स्कीम मैंने लागू कराई, जिसकी वजह से आज सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉइज के सारे फ्लैट्स का अपग्रेडेशन का काम शुरू हो रहा है।
Well, we'll slip into a short break right now, but still to come. The US rejects Pakistan's criticism of India-US nuclear deal. That and much more on the other side. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You're watching Rajya Sabha television. Well, India today successfully test-launched Agni 5, its longest-range ballistic missile, for the third time off the Odisha coast. With a range of 5,000 kilometers, the nuclear-capable missile can carry a warhead in the east as far as all the way to China, and in the west all over Europe. The missile travels faster than a bullet and can carry 1,000 kilograms of nuclear weapons. It can be launched only on direct orders from the Prime Minister, who himself congratulated scientists on the latest test fire. Agni 5's development began in 2009. The last two tests were carried out in 2012 and 2013. DRDO says that it will likely be inducted in 2015. The test fire of Agni today was also a supercharged farewell gift for DRDO Chief Avinash Chandar, who retires today. It's time now for all the other national news and updates in Nationwide. A MiG-21 fighter jet of the Indian Air Force crashed in Jamnagar in Gujarat today while on a routine exercise mission. Initial reports suggested that the pilot was ejected safely before the crash. This is the second MiG fighter jet crash in this week. A court inquiry has been initiated to determine the cause of the crash. 10 workers were killed when a tank of a common effluent treatment plant collapsed into a room at an adjacent industrial unit at Ranipet Sipcote in Tamil Nadu. 10 workers were killed on the spot after inhaling poisonous gas and after being buried under the sludge. Police say that the tank collapsed due to overstorage. The sludge flowed into a nearby room where 11 workers were sleeping. IPS officer Krishna Chaudhary has been appointed the new Director General of the Indo-Tibetan Border Police Force. The 1979 batch Bihar cadre officer was working as the Director General of the Railway Protection Force under Railway Ministry. He succeeds Subhash Goswami, who retired on the 31st of December last year. Chaudhary will be in office till June 2017. 11 people were killed in two separate road accidents in Assam's Sonitpur district today. 6 persons of a marriage party, including a newly married couple, died when a bus collided head-on with an oil tanker at Jamigurhat on National Highway 15. In another mishap, 5 labourers were killed on the spot when a brick-laden truck skidded off the road and turned turtle on NH 15. Moving on now, External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj will reach Beijing later today on a 4-day visit. Talks with her Chinese counterpart Wang Yi on bilateral, regional and global issues and the Russia-India-China RIC meet are to be the focus of the visit. Swaraj will also hold talks with Chinese President Xi Jinping on Monday, a rare occasion when the Chinese President will be visiting Foreign Minister. New Foreign Secretary Subramaniam Jaishankar is travelling with the minister. Jaishankar has served as India's ambassador to China for nearly 4 years before being appointed as ambassador to the US in 2013. The two sides will also explore the possibility of a visit by Prime Minister Narendra Modi later this year. Well, the United States has rejected Pakistan's criticism on the IndoUS civil nuclear deal, justifying it as an understanding on an administrative arrangement for implementing the US-India Nuclear Cooperation Agreement. US State Department spokesperson Jen Psaki said that the US had assured both India and Pakistan that its relationships with them are strong and they are vital to our strategic interests and they stand on their own, is what she said. She also said that the US encourages a dialogue between India and Pakistan. The Obama administration has also said that the relationship of US with India and Pakistan stand on their own and is not linked to each other. Some more international news now. The death toll in yesterday's mosque blast in Pakistan is up to 61. Thousands staged protests in Sindh province's Shikarpur town today against rising terror in the country, even as UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon came down hard on Pakistan, asking it to do more against the menace. Yasmo.
Pakistan mourns the death of Friday's deadly blast on Shikarpur's Shia mosque that killed at least 61 people and left many injured. The suicide blast had taken place as hundreds of worshippers gathered to attend Friday's prayer. Thousands of protesters held protests across the Shikarpur town against the attack and chanted slogans for arrest of the perpetrators.
हमारा सिर्फ एक ही मुतालबा है कि पाक फौज पूरे सिंध में बल्कि कराची से लेकर पेशावर तक गिलगित बल्तिस्तान तक ऑपरेशन ज़र्ब-ए-अज़्ब का आगाज करे ताकि इन पाकिस्तान इस्लाम और इंसानियत के दुश्मनों को पाकिस्तान से खत्म किया जा सके.
Authorities suspended an SHO and a constable of the area for negligence and arrested another person. United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon called on Pakistan to step up efforts to protect religious minorities and combat terrorism. In a statement issued by his spokesperson, Ban Ki-moon said, and I quote, "He is appalled by such vicious targeting of people on account of their religious affiliation," unquote. Sunni militant group Jundullah claimed responsibility for the attack. Human Rights Watch says over 1,000 Shia Muslims have been killed in the past 2 years in Pakistan, with many of the attacks claimed by the hardline Sunni group Lashkar-e-Jhangvi. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, let's take a look now at all the other international stories in our World Wrap. German Chancellor Angela Merkel has ruled out cancelling any of Greece's debt, saying banks and creditors have already made substantial cuts. But Merkel said that she still wanted Greece to stay in the Eurozone. Greece's left-wing Syriza party won last weekend's election with the pledge to have half the debt written off. US claimed an airstrike has killed a senior chemical weapon expert of the Islamic State militant group. Abu Malik was killed in a coalition airstrike near Mosul on 24th of January, the US military said. His training provided Islamic State with chemical weapon expertise. Malik served as chemical engineer under former Iraqi President Saddam Hussein. Sri Lanka's President Serena appointed a Tamil judge, 62-year-old K. Sripavan, as the new Chief Justice, the first member of the minority community to hold the post in decades. Sripavan was sworn in the capital, Colombo. The Chad army has driven the Boko Haram out of North Nigerian town of Fotokol. Reports say that Boko Haram fighters attacked Chadian military, leading to clashes in which 123 Boko Haram militants and 3 soldiers were killed. Boko Haram has killed thousands in its struggle to create an Islamic state in northern Nigeria. Saudi Arabia's new king, Salman bin Abdulaziz, has given all state employees a bonus of 2 months' salary. Days after he took power, Salman reshuffled top government jobs, firing 2 sons of his predecessor, the late King Abdullah, in the process. The move has helped King Salman consolidate power even further. It's time for another short break on the program. Right now, we'll have all the sports news for you on the other side. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Welcome back. You're watching the news at 6 on Rajya Sabha television. Well, Serena Williams won her 19th Grand Slam title today as she won her 6th Australian Open singles title. The world #1 player defeated Maria Sharapova with a commanding 6-3, 7-6 scoreline.
A rain delay, intermittent coughing in between games, and a dominant world #1 player Serena Williams. This is what defined the first set of the women's singles final at the Australian Open. Williams was still recovering from a recent cold as she walked in for the title match, but there was not even a moment of doubt about her form as she continued her decade-long dominance of world #2 Maria Sharapova. She clinched the largely one-sided first set 6-3. The 33-year-old Williams, the oldest winner of the Australian women's title in the Open era, won the first 6 points of the second set and seemed on course for another lopsided victory before Sharapova clawed her way back into the match. Sharapova saved a match point in the 10th game, hitting a forehand winner down the line and twice held serve to stay in the match. But Williams did not even look mildly rattled. She fired 15 over 18 aces in the second set, including one on her third match point to seal it. Williams has now won 16 in a row and is 17-2 in career matches against Sharapova, who hasn't won a head-to-head meeting since 2004. Williams is now second only to Steffi Graf on the list of major winners in the Open era. Graf has 22 Grand Slam titles to her name. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, the 35th National Games have officially begun with a colourful opening ceremony in Thiruvananthapuram. A visual and sound extravaganza unfolded in front of a packed Greenfield Stadium. The programme was inaugurated by Minister for Urban Development, Venkaiah Naidu. Cricketing legend Sachin Tendulkar is the goodwill ambassador for the 2015 Games, while the flame was lit by legendary athletes P.T. Usha and Anju Bobby George.
Ladies and gentlemen, give them a big round of applause for a wonderful performance. Korachugudi
will be on the march past in just a bit from now, with the march past, of course, 36.
Well, with that, it's a wrap on this edition of the Bulletin. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good evening.